Hey guys, and welcome to Leaguecraft 101 episode 16. In episode 5, I talked about abusing enemy cooldown usage and using timing attacks such as the level 6 all-in to outplay and kill your opponents in lane. Today I'm going to talk about tactical outplays, specifically when you're running away or you're in a close fight. So when attempting to make an outplay, you have 3 things to think about. The first is identifying the opportunity. A trick I use is every time I'm about to flash away, I think about whether I can use flash or a dash to outplay instead. This is the easiest way to identify an outplay opportunity, and it's so powerful because offense is the best defense. So every outplay is just a combination of planning and reaction. Specifically, you want to think about the key spell you want to dodge and what summoners or abilities they have. If you fail to take everything into account, especially TPs, heals, and exhausts, you might as well be dead because you're going in blind. As I always say, failing to plan is just planning to fail. And that's it. So now to an example. In this clip, I know that Xerath and Janna have no ultis, and Lucian has no heal. Our entire team is dead, so I'm forced to run away. But remember, every time you're thinking of running away, you should check if there's an outplay opportunity there to be taken. In order to outplay, I need to think about what spell I want to dodge. In this clip, I'm only scared of Xerath Q or E. Since I have both E and Flash, I want to use one to dodge the Q and one to dodge the E. It's important that I actually dodge his ability with my E, because if I E too early, he's just going to re-aim his Q and hit me with it. So I managed to kill the Janna while nullifying Xerath's Q, and once again I'm thinking of flashing away, which means I should be thinking about an outplay. In this case, I can't use Q to finish off Lucian because it's going to get blocked by Xerath, but I know that if I flash Q, he'll die because he has no heal. After that, I'll be able to kill Xerath because he only has W left. The problem with this scenario is that I don't know if Lucian has Flash or E. If I go for the outplay and he has one of them, I'm going to burn my Flash, die, and since I have a lead, the game's going to be over. If he doesn't have either ability, then I'm going to get a double kill, but it's pretty likely that he has at least one of them. If you don't know whether they have an ability, and that ability will make you lose, then don't go for the outplay. You have a lot of better spots to be going for an outplay while knowing all the information, rather than committing for marginal spots with high variance where you're just going in blind. So since I can't go for the outplay, I use my flash to escape over Xerath's W, which will slow and kill me. So the most important thing to take away from this clip is the importance of mapping out the entire scenario in your head. If you're going in blind without knowing cooldowns and everything that's going to happen, you're not going to be able to react fast enough to unexpected things, and you're going to make mistakes, which will cost you games. In this next clip, I'm playing Victor. And after disposing of the Yasuo, we get cornered by the Ori and the Morg. Now once again, I'm thinking of flashing away to escape, which means that there's opportunity for outplay. So the play here should now be obvious. I need to make sure to flash while her Q is in motion, because she won't be able to move it again for a few more seconds. If I flash too early, she's just going to Q my new location. So after flashing her Q, I can just finish her off easily with Zyra's help. So in this final example, let's look at a more marginal spot. So here, Bjerg gets stunned by Syndra and hit by a Nidalee Spear. He manages to exhaust the Nidalee, and now he probably should think about flashing away. But remember, if he's thinking of flashing away, he should at least be considering an outplay. Since it's so early, we know that Syndra still has Ignite and Flash, and Nid still has Flash as well. So instead of letting himself get hit by Nid's W, he should flash towards Syndra, which wastes Nid's Pounce, and then QE the Syndra to force her to flash out. And if she doesn't flash out, she's going to die. At that point, I'm not sure what's going to happen. It depends on what Nidalee does, but it's definitely going to be much better than what he did, which is burn Flash and die. So to recap, remember to think of an outplay every time you're running away, and plan out the entire scenario in your head. If you don't know what they have, then don't go for it. It's that simple. And as you saw in the Orianna clip, once you've identified the opportunity, the play is almost glaringly obvious. So thanks for watching guys, remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, peace.